Ronald hammers this to left center. That ball is history. And Ronald Acuña Jr. just made history. He has Major League Baseball's first ever 30-60 season.
So Ronald Acuña Jr. becomes the first player in Major League history to hit 30 homers and have 60 stolen bases in a season, and September only began. So I want to look at his swing and talk about how he's able to create so much power. We looked at Bryce Harper's swing a few days ago. If you didn't see it, go back and check it out. We talked a lot about separation and the importance of it when it comes to creating bat speed and also creating a really good bat path. Now, Acuna creates that same type of separation. He does so a little bit differently, so I want to look at that and talk about it in more detail. Now, before we get into the statistics, again, Acuna has incredible traits. He's big, he's strong, he's fast, he's explosive, he's powerful. You don't hit 30 homers and steal 60 bases just on technique alone. So he really is the full package. But again, if he didn't have such a good swing, there's plenty of players that are athletically superior to 99.9% of humans walking on Earth. But his swing is what really allows him to dominate. And if you look at his stats on Baseball Savant, if you look at his percentile rankings, it's kind of silly. He's at 100 or 99 in so many categories. The only thing that he's not dominating in is sweet spot percentage, which is basically the number of balls that you hit between 8 and 32 degree launch angle. And then if you look at his sprint speed, again, he's fast. He's not blazing fast, but fast enough while also getting really, really good jumps and understanding when to run, that he's able to steal a whole lot of bases. Okay, so now let's look at his swing. And again, when I say separation, what I mean is the back leg is going to turn forward as the barrel and the upper body work back. So if you split your body in half, your lower body, this right leg is going to turn this way. Everything above that line is going to go the opposite way. And when that happens, there is a tremendous amount of torque or stretch created. Think about an elastic. When you pull a elastic band in one direction with one hand and then pull it back with the other hand in the opposite direction, you create that stretch. Now, when you let go with that back hand, that elastic is going to fire. And that's exactly what happens in the swing. So here's Acuña's load. He's moving forward. You can see as he's moving forward, you can see his upper body, his hands starting to work up and back. So this is where it differs a little bit from Harper. Harper gets this move a little bit more out of his rear arm, his right arm. Acuña's right arm is a little bit lower, but you will see that his hands are working up and back. So the upper body is loading back as the stride is moving forward. And then right here, you're going to see the right leg start to turn. And notice, when you see the right leg turn, if you watch this line on his pants right here, as the back leg turns, notice how that line is starting to open. But what do you notice about the upper body? It's not opening at the same time. You can see the jersey getting pulled or stretched right there. So his upper body has not committed. It's still loading up and back, even as the lower body is starting to turn there. So my lower body turns this way. My upper body is still resisting back. And then the upper body and barrel are going to work back to increase that torque even more. And now the upper body is released and that ball is hit an absolute mile. So if we look at from this angle right here, you can see as he moves forward, his hands are moving up and back. Now his lower body is going to start to turn. His right leg is going to start to turn. His hands are still working up and back, up and back, up and back, up and back. It's not until right here where the hands are going to start to turn palm up, palm down, and the barrel is going to get turned back. And you can see the leg is already going, so that stretch is created. Now the upper body is going to work north-south. The barrel gets turned back. The swing works in sequence. And the ball is hammered. So again, same principle, same idea of creating that separation that Harper does. They just do it differently. So make sure you go back and watch that Bryce Harper video. And if you want to get more detail on how to create stretch and the drills that you should work on to do so, click the link in the description box below. It'll take you over to our course, Building the Elite Swing. We've had over 1,000 people already purchase the course and have had great feedback. So go check it out. And that's all we have. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, give it a thumbs up, all that good stuff, and we'll talk to you later.